Well, it is September here in Florida, and hunting season has already started. Archery's in, muzzleloading will be next, and then general gun in November. And I ended up getting something last year for Christmas that I haven't messed with, and you think I would have, but just didn't make some time for it. So I want to show you what I got and get it set up for you. So let's take a look. So I had wanted something for Christmas last year, and I got it. Unbox it. It's got batteries, all kinds of batteries for it. Some tools there inside. This is the infrared laser, or the laser, excuse me. Put that here. This is the rangefinder right here. We've got a couple lens covers for the scope. And then the awesome part, which I like, the scope. And this thing is a beast. My hand reached about 9 inches there, so it's like 13 inches long. It's awesome. And then we've got different adjustments on the scopes. So I want to show you what I plan to do with it. So this is my 308. The rifle, I've got this a couple years back, and it has got a nice scope on it. 3 to 9 by 40, a beautiful scope. Got it sighted in to work on my rifle real well, but I kind of wanted something a little different, something a little fancier to be able to go on it. So it is Remington, and really love shooting this thing. Haven't shot it enough, and I wanted to get this scope on and then work on getting it sighted in before general gun opens up here in Florida. So I'm going to work on taking this old scope off and putting my new Midten scope on. So let's get started. Alright, so I've got it on my gun rest here. I did get a couple tools. I don't know what I'm going to need. So I'm going to get this started here. These are cranked down pretty good. So we'll see if I can get this loosened up. I don't have, yeah, I might have to use some pliers. So let me see if I can get those loosened up. Alright, so I was able to get that loosened up. Now, obviously, if I don't like the other one and I have to put it back on, it's going to be fun because I have to, resight everything in, but that's alright. I'll put up with resighting it in and having to shoot my rifle some more due to a new scope, or having to put the old scope back on. So I was hoping that would come off. There we go. All right. So there's what the rifle looks like with no scope. Let's take a look at our new one. So I plan to reuse that scope on something else. I don't know what. I have some other rifles, and also what's it called? Let's see here. I don't know if I can really bridge that gap and how this will work, because I could put it on that. Let's see if it'll fit. Alright, so if you try to bridge the two, obviously that's not going to work. I'm going to put it on the forward one because obviously the back one is going to be too far back. Just to kind of show you the way this one was designed, it was like set on like this, which they had it on the forward spot, so putting it to the back probably isn't going to be the best. The one would line up here, but this one wouldn't have one. I don't know that I like that. I don't think that's exactly how they want that designed for movement's sake. But that means I'd have to get an adjusted rail. I may have to do that. An adjusted rail that would go across these two to mount this onto. So for all intents and purposes, that looks sweet. That's obviously going to change the weight of the rifle and everything as well. Also, to put on it, it has a rangefinder, which I thought was awesome, because that's one of the things I had wanted to get it. So let me get the tools here. So let me just go over something I was looking at in the manual, and see, this is more of the rail that they want you to have. To put that on there, or it would sit on here, and then your scope could be adjusted. So that might be something I look into having to get. And this is going to sit up here. So I've just got to get this opened up enough, which might mean I have to take it screws all the way out. So I don't know. I didn't have, I didn't have all kinds of money to buy one of these really, really nice scopes. So we ended up with this one here. Curious to see how it's going to work. All right, so got it in the groove where it needs to be. Just gonna finish tightening it up. There we go. So that's on. And the other piece to mount on here is going to be a laser sight. So that's the laser sight right here, and it's going to mount on this rail right here. All right, so got that mounted on there now. That looks awesome. So there's batteries that have to be placed in it. So we'll make sure that we get those inside. And just screw this off. It is a green sight, by the way, so I'll show you that here in a minute. That's sweet. I didn't want red, I don't know, it was just a personal thing. Decided to go with a green sight. Let's find out where the other batteries go. So the battery cover is right here. I'm just going to use that. And you insert the battery plus side up. Let me get one of those out. And they take the standard 2032 batteries, which is nice, so you're not having to hunt down a special battery. So get the plus side up in there. So it goes in this way. And this just screws in. Okay. All right, another battery is going to go in here, same way, side up, plus side up there. Let's try and get them out of this package. There we go. Okay. All right, so let's take a look, see what it looks like looking down the scope. All right, now this has not been sighted in, so don't come at me yet. So first, we're going to turn on the green dot. Okay, so you can see that there. Looking through the rangefinder, if you take this, we're green here, and there's the plus. See that? You can thin it out, or you can make it different sizes here. And then there's, I believe, a red if you wanted to use red. And then same thing with looking through your scope. How well this is going to work with me looking in it. Yeah, I didn't think it would. Let's see if we can get this look better. There we go. So it lights it up green if you like, or there's the black, or you can go red. I think it's pretty sweet. So my job now is to work on sighting this in and trying to get everything figured out so I can use this. But that thing looks pretty sweet on this rifle, I'm not gonna lie. Let me turn it around again for you. All right, so there it is, the Midten scope. The attachment on this side, so you can put a flashlight if you wanted. That'd be like the last thing you need. Of course, on something like a 308, you're not using a flashlight for, you're not going to need it. If it was like a AR-15 or something, yeah, you need it. So that's this. There'll be another video following with us sighting it in and checking it out and working with it and trying to see how well it's going to work. But overall, man, I like it. It looks awesome. Lots of features. I still got to learn. I see here there's different adjustments for the type of sight you want, or you know, the display here. This got the adjustments on all of them for red and green. Same thing here. So lots of adjustments, lots of different pieces, as you can see on the rifle or on the scope, and exactly which ones, you know, how it works and to use it all, windage and elevation adjustments. So all that's pretty sweet, but I'm gonna have to get it sighted in first, just so I know that it can shoot. Here in Florida, I mean, if you're shooting more than 100 yards, at least where we live and hunt, and that would be a miracle. Most of it's, you know, close distance, 50, 60, 70 yards. So if I get a huge distance shot on a deer, it'd be pretty crazy. So anyways, that's the scope, and I hope it's going to be a great item to have. If anyone has it, I'd love to hear some comments about if you like it, pros and cons, anything to do with it. We'll be posting this video here and then a follow-up with actually sighting in and getting everything squared away on it. So if you have anything, let me know, or anything else we should do with it, anything else I should get, any suggestions would be great. But we're looking forward to sighting this thing in and using it. So let me know in the comments below. I'll put a link as well of the scope from where I got it on Amazon.